Well, this year you've been acting like Lucifer. Sorry, carry on. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Were there any challenges in acting a completely different character after these years?
The only difficulty for me was that I had forgotten how to act. It was kind of interesting to experience. So, you know, I wasn't born an actor. I started acting when I was much older, really. I started acting, like, kind of taking it seriously when I was in my mid to late 20s. And when I started playing, so I never thought that I was going to, I don't know why I told you that history. There may have been originally some sort of narrative reason for that, but I forgot it. So I always was doing an audition for one role one day, and then doing an audition for another role the next day, and the characters were always radically different, or guest star roles, or roles in little movies. The characters were always very different from each other, so I was always trying something new. And then I got the role of Castiel, and I thought that was just another one of those things. And then it went on for, 35 years, and so I stopped. That's pretty much all I've been doing, for the better part of the last decade, and I've stopped playing other roles, more or less. And so playing something new was like, I don't even know if I can do this. It was a little bit scary, but it was a lot of fun to see, to get to explore a different character. Yeah. Part of the funny thing for me is, I don't know what it is, but when I put on the trench coat, it's like the way it hangs, I immediately adopt the sort of cast, like I become Castiel when I put on the trench coat, and it's just sort of sense memory for me. And so wearing the trench coat and not being Castiel was actually a little bit of a challenge, because my body wanted to be like. So yeah, but it was fun. I went over to Mark Pellegrino's house. He was like, "Hey, Misha, what are you doing in my house? Get out." The heat was off in my place. I just felt cold. Can we snuggle? I said. He helped me before. It was actually the morning of my first day of shooting the Lucifer character, and I went over to his place and I was like, "Hey, I know this is kind of cheating, but can you just show me what you would do?" And so we talked about the character a little bit. He gave me some pointers. They were very helpful. And then I watched him a lot. I watched recent episodes. Are you originally from England? Okay, because it didn't sound like you have a typical, like, British lilt to your accent. British Asian mix. I do a pretty good some mixed accents myself. Yeah, they're good. Thank you. Yeah, you and me are in a rare club of people that can do mixed accents. It's not easy. Thank you very much. And we said it back. Tell them I said so.
Actually, my question was something else, but someone already asked it, so it's a last minute question.
Okay. Hope it's okay.
All the versions, did you also like divide them and even class? Which one is your most favorite and which one has been more challenging?
My favorite was to play Misha in The French Mistake, because I got to be such a douchebag. I played Misha in The French Mistake, and the script came in, and everybody was kind of doing a little bit of a parody of themselves. We were making fun of ourselves. There was a tiny bit of truth in each of the characters. Like, Jared obviously does have a whole herd of alpacas in his backyard. And What I love is that when I'm in another country, there'll be a small portion of the audience that will think I'm serious all the time. And so people right now are going, oh, listen, Misha said Jay really does have a herd of alpacas. Which is true, he does. So anyway, the script came back. The script came in for that episode, and my character was not really very different at all from Misha. And so I asked the writers, could you make this character really more of a douchebag? And they made some little changes, but they didn't really go as far as I wanted. So I made the character more douchey myself by pushing the hair girl aside, ignoring the PA who talked to me. It was fun. It was fun doing that. And so, but I did my very, very best to portray myself as the quintessential douchebag actor. And my manager saw the episode and he was like, Misha, great work, man. It was so great to see you finally getting to play yourself. And so I fired you. Thank you. Hi.
So I really liked your performance as Lucifer. So I was wondering, did you prefer playing Castiel or Rhapsody?
I really enjoyed getting to do Lucifer this season. It was a lot of fun. It was great to kind of shake things up and do something different from Castiel. I have enjoyed, I would never give up Cass, but if I had to choose for a season to play something, to have played this character or to have just played ordinary Cass, I would have definitely gone for Lucifer because it was fun to do something different. Was that the wrong answer? You look super disappointed. She's like, well, that's it. I'm never going back to another Misha panel. Fucking asshole. Hi.
Hi, Misha. My question is very clear. What do you suggest checking the airport? I have to think of your TSA vertical level orange sketches. My question was, what inspired you and your fellow co-creators to do this project?
That was from an idea that my wife had. She wanted to. The original idea was just like it actually came from a real experience going through TSA. Those of you who don't know, TSA is airport security in America, and we'd seen this guy who was like 90 years old and he was in a wheelchair, and they were making him get up out of the wheelchair and walk, but he couldn't walk, and they weren't supporting him, and it was just like the worst. It was very early on in TSA, like 2003 or something like that, and it was just terrible to watch. And so then we started talking about sort of really, extending that and making it into something funny. And we spent a lot of hours just laughing about various different ideas, some of which were, very graphic and sexual in nature. We had some sick, twisted ideas. But we ended up having a lot of fun with that. I especially liked when Daniil, and weirdly, I think that she was pregnant at the time that we were shooting it. I think, and that was just coincidence. But that was a pretty disgusting scene. Has anybody not seen it? If you haven't seen it, just go on the internet and type in. I don't know what you type in to find Daniil getting a hand stuck up her when she's pregnant. Figure out the search terms. Let me know what you type in and get there. Thank you. Hi. On Supernatural, I think it would be, I was just going to say God, and then I realized I already do that. Anybody can do that. Rob has been fantastic in his return as God, has he not? Yes. It'd be great to have him back. I love having Rob back because Jared and Jason harass him when we're on set instead of me, and it's so nice. We were shooting a scene where we're all sitting around the table in the bunker, and it was like Rob was sitting here, Jared was sitting there, Jensen was sitting there, I was sitting here. I think Mark was at the table. We were all there, and then it was time for Rob's close-up. The camera was on his face. He had a big important scene for him, and Jared just put his hand on Rob's thigh, and Rob was like, he was trying so hard to keep doing his dialogue, which is what I'm always doing that. That's what's always happening to me, and I know how awful it is. So I was laughing and laughing. I was just so enjoying it happening to somebody else. But I understood, like more than anybody there, I knew what he was going through. So I put my hand on his thigh too. As a sign of support, you know, just to show solidarity with him, because I knew he was going through a lot. I didn't really answer your question. Sorry. Hi. Oh, yes, ma'am. What question do you have?
Yeah, I have a question, because I couldn't ask you before, and now I think.
Yes.
Did you receive any strange messages from the time management this year? Do you remember last year? The Monday message, so I wanted to know.
Wait, what was the message again last year? I totally forgot.
You don't remember?
Oh, yes! What was that?
So, have you left any money that you don't remember to leave around?
I have been leaving money around the hotel. It's weird. Well, you understand. You usually get the cash, yeah, in hotel rooms.
I said you didn't have time to ask you before. No.
Are you offering me a handful of cash right now? Is that what you're getting at? Yes, actually, if anybody does see money lying around this weekend, bring it back to me because it's mine. I've been scattering it around a little bit, just to see if you're honest. Okay? You kept it? What? Give me your wallet. Actor Mug's entire audience. 1 year, I'll just, oh yeah, okay. Well guys, I think that the lighting, Daniela's presence, the entire package makes me think that it's time for me to leave the stage. Am I picking up on your body language properly? No. I am permitted to ask one more question. I believe it's to you, madam. Do you guys want to do rock, paper, scissors for it? Do you know rock, paper, scissors? Do you? Yeah? Do you know it? Oh, okay, you'll do it on her behalf. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. So you ready? Hold on. You ready? So it's, wait. Ready? 1, 2, shoot! Okay, sorry. Nice works. Wait, but I think that it's you're doing it as proxy for her. You don't actually win. You still lose, weirdly. I know, it's not fair. Hi.
Hi. The question is if your kids did ever watch you play like an angel or and yes, what
So the kids have seen little dolls of me. They've seen drawings of me. They've seen tiny, tiny clips that they've caught on the screen, but I don't let them watch Supernatural because I think that they're already predisposed to be serial killers.
But what do they know about you?
But West, my son, my elder child, came with me to a convention in Washington, D.C. recently. And it was fun for me to have him there. But he got to see something that I don't think is good for a kid, which is people being like, oh my God, it's Misha! Oh my God, I love you so much! Oh, I love you! And so for him, he's like, what the fuck is going on? Who are all of these other women my dad is having a relationship with? So every once in a while around the house, he'll do something like, he'll pick up, we'll get gifts of like Castiel shirts and shirts with Misha on them and stuff like that, which I typically don't wear outside of the house because I think that it might make me look a little egotistical. So I just wear them in the home. But he'll pick up a shirt and he'll put on Castiel shirt or something. Hey, I'm Castiel, everybody loves me. And it's pretty bizarre. But no, they don't. Although they do when I'm away, like yesterday I was FaceTiming and they were wearing Castiel clothes because it reminds me of them, which is kind of sad because it's like my cheat now using the fictitious character that I play as a surrogate for the presence of their real father who clearly has abandoned them. I do think that that's probably something that will be talked about with a therapist at some point in the future. Yeah.
Scusa, mi ha fatto la paralisi. Sì, stavo finendo di periscopare il panel. Mi hanno tipo...
All right, guys. Are you ready for this weekend? This weekend is gonna kick our asses.